He will be back for double top with Smith back on 198.
Yeah, it's not a great start to the leg for Ross Smith, and he did throw first, so double top for Bunting for a break of throw. Ross has made it quite easy for Steve to win this first leg as well, although, listen, this double five could, well, he didn't miss it, so that's irrelevant about the 103. So what Ross Smith has got to do, he's got to bounce back straight away. Bounce back ability, I think, is the new phrase for it.
Just snuck that last start right in the very corner of the treble 20.
81.
We did see Ross Smith at 6 European Tour events last year, including, as you mentioned, in Gibraltar, where he hit a 9 darter.
140.
This is the first event he's competed in this year, though. Hildesheim in Germany and Veldhoven, the first two events.
81.
And after this, we're off to Austria, Gibraltar, and 3 more events in Germany, making the 8 event calendar in the European Tour.
Ross is getting this first dart very low.
93.
He needs to just start over pitching the first dart, get it up above the treble. If he's going to miss that treble, it's got to be above. Another one of those. Well, go for the treble 18 now. And again, Ross needs a 140, and again you see that dart low. It's not a long way off, but that, you know, quarter of an inch is such a difference between, you know, having a great lie on the treble 20 than really struggling. Well, that won't help Steve. So 13 ball. No, he doesn't have to go to 13 bullseye. No, he's gone big 18 to leave the double 16 with Ross Smith on 163. Couldn't go out, so he's just set it up.
Yes, a bogey number for Ross Smith, and probably would have looked to have made a bigger dent in it than that. So Bunting then for a 2-0 lead. Double 16. Can he slide just inside those first two? No, he can't.
The problem is Ross again has thrown 15 darts and wants over 100, but he's going to get a dart at double top to, and he hits it right out of the blue. Ross Smith nicks the second leg, one leg on. I think the facial expressions said it all there. He thinks I'm playing terrible at the moment, and I'm one leg also. Let's get going here. Let's get the motor running.
97.
Yes, and good to immediately break back on this short format, the race to 6.
180.
As Steve Bunting fires in the first 180 of the match.
121.
That first dart again, I mean, it literally is laying on that treble 20 wire, isn't it? Which is no more than a quarter of an inch of being perfect. But it is upsetting the rhythm of Ross Smith at the moment. That's the second maximum in this leg for Stephen Bunting, and it is against the throw, so it looks odds on that he's going to get the lead back.
100.
Double 16.
14.
Missed the big number first off, but as this let Ross Smith back in to hold his throw. He wants the bullseye for a 2-1 lead.
65.
Just on the wire.
32.
So Bunting to immediately break back again. Double 16 to go 2-1 up. Hit 2 180s in that leg.
That was also the best scoring leg for Ross Smith there of the three. Give himself a dart at the bullseye for 15.
60. 97.
Yes, early on in the game, but around about 10 points difference between the averages. Bunting ahead at the moment.
130.
Yes, I don't think they'll be writing home about those averages at the moment, but that's a better first start from Ross Smith. From there you can find more trebles,
100.
or should have found more trebles.
We saw Ross Smith at Alexander Palace, a first round exit to Simon Whitlock, and also at the UK Open last month in Minehead. He reached round 3 before being beaten by Kim Huybrechts. Stephen Bunting himself went out at the last 32 stage of the UK Open, beaten by Dean Winstanley.
180.
Well, that's Bunting's third maximum of the match.
41.
Will set it up beautifully for 68 to go 2 legs clear. 8 on a 16, that leaves double top.
40.
Again, let's give Ross Smith a chance of over 100. He's already taken 100 to 17 out to win his first leg. Now he needs the treble 18. No. And again, Mike, you know, they're low darts. I mean, it isn't that far as I keep saying, but it is a huge difference between getting it up and not.
Game show 4th leg, Stephen Bunting. 5th leg, Ross Smith.
Yes, millimetres make a huge difference in this sport of darts. And now a 2-leg advantage for Bunting over Smudger Smith.
Well, that's the dart he wants to see in the treble with the first. And that's how easy it is to follow the other 2 up when that first dart is in the perfect position.
28.
Well, hitting a 1080, then hitting a 28.
93.
But he should still be down to a finish first. If he can put in a big score, but the big dip there blocking the treble 20 bed. He is going to try and sneak in.
59.
Leaving the 138.
He's opened the door for Stephen Bunting to hit a big score here. And a big score he has hit. And Ross Smith, I mean, he hit the 180 to really get control. Well, needs to stay on the treble 20. You know, I'm a big believer. Look how good that first dart was. He's got line and length on the treble 20. That would have given him at least 1 dart at the double 9. We know the double 9 is not great, but Bunting there could take this out from nowhere.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
A great 108 outshot for a 4-1 lead. And Bunting again against the throw. So a convincing performance from the man who's new to the PDC scene, but
84.
not new to the game of darts by any means, as we said earlier. And round 2 shaping up nicely. We'll run through some of the round 2 matches before we go this evening, but Justin Pipe awaiting the winner of this one, and at the moment very heavy favourite Stephen Bunting with 2 great cover shots there on the treble 19.
Yeah, I think Ross is just a little bit disappointed about that previous leg. He was so far in front at one time. Well, after he hit the 180, you know, he had that leg in the palm of his hands, and then 2 bad scores, and then all of a sudden Steve Bunting comes in a big one and takes the ton plus out. It just shows you how quickly a leg and a match can turn around. 3-2 to 4-1, and Bunting now's flying.
Coming up next, another former BDO world champion, Mark Webster, up against one of the fastest throwers in the business, Vincent van der Voort. So looking forward to that one. And then the last match of the night, Alex Roy, a name familiar with darts fans if you've been watching the sport for a few years, but someone else attempting to make his way back up the rankings, taking on Paul Nicholson, but 90 then for a 4, and that just fell out of the 25, but he knows he's got time to go back there and leave 40.
140. Senior by a 40.
So, double top then. 5-1 lead now for the man from St Helens. St Helens turning into a bit of a darting hotbed at the moment of talent, rather like Stoke-on-Trent has in recent years. Dave Chisnell, another St Helens resident, he'll be in action tomorrow against Steve West, who achieved the first whitewash of this opening day of the German Masters, seeing off local youngster Max Hopp in our previous match.
140.
Well, Ross, if he goes on to lose this game, he'll be disappointed more with the start of the game. He really didn't get into his stride early enough. And I think, you know, the leg where he went 4-1 down, it could have easily been and should have been 3-2, and he really is in the mix for the match then, but at 4-1, that was a tough battle and made it very easy for Stephen Bunting to now move forward.
That was a good last start. A potential 2-dart finish for Ross Smith if Bunting doesn't take out this big outshot, which he won't do now.
86.
So a chance to get another leg on the board. 82. Well, he's hit 33 there. So again, this is giving Bunting the opportunity on a plate to take the match and book his place in round 2 of the German Darts Masters. 92 for the bullet. It's 85, 70 left, and then hitting a big one. So the finishing line in sight for Bunting, but making a bit of a mess of that. 88 for Ross. 4.
Well, that kind of sums Ross Smith's game up, doesn't it? Really been out of sorts, and some days it just happens like that, and it's best sometimes not even to analyse it. Double 16 now for the match, and double 16 it is.
So Stephen Bunting with a convincing winner.